All right, thank you guys. Great breakdown from Mitch and Dean over on the fake desk as always. But we are into the pistol round now. We do have Inferno, of course, coming up first between these two teams. And already we did actually miss a kill. Unfortunate, apologies, of course, it took us a little bit too long to get in. But that puts Astralis in a little bit of an awkward spot here, looking to just try and finish it towards B, where already there is a 3-man stack in. Rops, I believe, looking to try and get flashed through that smoke as well. Unfortunately, not quite going in time initially, but manages to catch two and drops the bomb now out in the open, and Frozen still towards that back of the bomb site is able to put up a little bit more defense.
Glaive has balls of steel. He plants it straight away, now looking for the ace.
Ooh, yeah, nice timing there from Rops. The second his teammate takes contact in the CT, just peeking in from Coffins, able to get that trade at least. Played pretty well. In the end, though, the fact, okay, manages to take down Woxic as well and just pretty much cleans up the bomb site apart from Chris J in the back. It at least gives them the room to get that bomb planted. My auto-director being quite useless right there, not going to lie to you, but have the ability to punish them if they do. The smoke, though, going down. I was wondering if Astralis would actually try and continue to move through this, and it looks like they will. First frag eventually being found by Dupree. There was a player around the long corner who wasn't really able to peek in and help despite no smoke being down. Eventually will catch himself one, and I mean, overall so far, not going too bad for Mouse. They've been able to trade this into the 3-on-3.
That time's becoming a real issue, but they're deciding to go back in towards the A bomb site. They've got the manpower to clear this out. Had someone have went down for a flank, they do have to be conscious of second mid, but as they barrel forward, time is of the essence. They can't afford to spend too long lurking around, and luckily, mousesports have been very passive this round. Rops is over towards Graveyard. He peeks out for one, but he's getting nothing at all. And with Frozen spotted on long and spammed to 19 HP, mousesports may be calling time of death on this round. This retake is definitely not going to be easy to make happen. He plays that little bit slower, crossing over, and now pulling towards the bomb site. And again, we're lacking a lot of aggression from Mouse, but nades do go down in Banana, dealing a good bit of damage to Glaive, and the Molly almost catches him off. Moving forward, Mouse with 20 seconds left. They could again make the clock into a bit of a problem for Astralis, who still haven't made it out of the bomb site. They start to move forward. Utilities limited at this point. Flash over. They spotted a player, but Rob still gets himself a double. That is devastating. Now on the bomb site, two players holding down. It's very unlikely anything gets done. Device good for a kill, though. Holding up close. Walks into the AWP. Gets one. Dropped afterwards. There's no time for Dupree. He has to get the kills, and he can't afford to do it. The players are too far away, and an AWP out in the open. He'll pick it up right at the last minute.
Seconds ended up coming in massively clutch, but look at this, Mouse just straight down Banana. For some reason, the auto director again has brought me away from it.
As Astralis look to push again with 25 left.
Yeah, I mean, it just gets flashed off, is forced to drop the smoke, but as you said, again, the time being extremely low here for Astralis, so they do need to find these openings quickly, and I mean, one lurker being taken down on the A side of the map. Fortunately, Device does get that opening, and Glaive, he's able to catch Carrigan, who was getting a little bit pushy there through the smoke. Again, I do expect a lot more from him on Dust too. But right now, Woxic actually just taking that peek towards Banana, finds the opening. Device goes down. That's a big name to claim early on.
Yeah, mousesports, the early duels, that was the problem towards those first 6 or 7 rounds. Now starting to answer with aggression across the map, but again and again, Astralis managed the trades. Chris J's tucked up close. He's hiding. Woxic gets one with the AWP, and now it's Chris's time to pounce. He sees them on the bomb site. He's waiting to catch them, and there we go. Trigger Discipline gets him a reward, but Glaive now knows where he is. The molly down to try and block it off.
And Molly is well in play here that will be thrown over in towards second Oranges, I believe. Right now, Frozen playing up closer, though, towards Oranges, finding that initial frag. Decides to swing out, which is, I guess, because of that Molotov being just behind them, kind of forced to do so. So leaving it now into the 3-on-1. A strong hold towards that B bomb site. It's going to be pretty much impossible at this point for Magisk to actually get that bomb down.
I think it's the problem. I can't tell if they're going to hit or miss.
Oh,
shoot.
Look at Long already, though. Glaive, yeah, Glaive has just sprinted up Long, has one teammate behind them. They know he's there. They saw the shoulder, so a Molotov going in leaves them with no options other than to, of course, take that fight right there. And with this now, they're just going to try and split in on B. Fortunately for Mouse, they realize this, so they are taking that Banana control to at least restrict the split. And unfortunately for Astralis, they do need to get these kills because that bomb is towards the bottom of Banana. One quickly being found by Glaive. Frozen, if he does go through the smoke, he's in trouble. Yeah, no, Frozen's just screwed at this point. He's going to need to come up massive.
Flash up in the air. He was hoping they'd be around the corner. Can't get a frag. And now the 2 versus 4, what will be a retake as well. Not looking too likely that they're even going to go for this. With the AWP, you don't want to be risking such heavy utility to go in for a pretty low chance of success.
Zipix, he could walk into the exact same angle and suffer the same fate, although as I say, that Woxic is moving a little bit more forward. Gets the shot connected, but unfortunately not enough for the kill. So the question is now, Rops, does he get that kill and retrieve the op? And indeed he will manage to do so. But yeah, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter in the long run. That's the issue. They just need to get this 4th round now. They need to make sure that they give themselves some sort of room to work with on the second half. Especially if they were to lose the pistol round in this current position, they would be pretty much screwed. Right now over towards Banana, they actually are pushing in, and Magisk able to get that first frag. Again, unfortunately we did miss it. We do see now Frozen being forced to just retreat back, and I believe Astralis trying to just immediately commit in towards B with this. Chris J somehow manages to get one. The spy haven't actually jumped, I believe, by mistake.
So Woxic might actually drop the bomb here with the AWP in his hands. He's looking at the right angle. The flank's not there just yet. Oh, but he gave it away. He's about to be shot in the back. Dupree picks him up.
Yeah, Frozen likely going to drop here to the opto as he steps around long corner, and indeed that does give us a 12-3 scoreline for Astralis. Now, right now though, mousesports grouping up towards Banana. It looked like that nade, or rather the smoke was going to be tossed down. Oh, the nade indeed it was. Yeah, that was going to be tossed down. If they had of, it probably would have done quite a bit of damage, but instead just waiting to take that contact. They don't clear out sandbags. Okay, Glaive's able to get himself one. Unfortunately, that may not be enough, because if mousesports were to commit the B right now, it would be just Xyp9x left alone. Fortunately, with the smoke going down, and with mousesports obviously unaware of if it could be a little bit of a stack, they do slow it down for a moment. So now there is a second player to help out. Xyp9x going to be able to get that first frag, will eventually go down.
I see Device here over towards Banana, takes a fight to Carrigan and deletes him. mousesports struggling, but Woxic takes one, immediately traded on. Astralis moving into the last player. Rob suspected to be in the back of the bomb site, spotted now, and a quick headshot later. It's a defuse coming through. Yeah, absolutely. Walking into a 3-man stack on B as well doesn't help their case. Utility being thrown over. Xyp9x is in position to catch a couple of them off guard as they move forward. There's one kill for him. He drops the sight. Molly in hand. Gets it out. He's not dead somehow. Magic's through the smoke. What is happening? The Molly does so much damage as well. Chris J on 52. Rops to 20. Plus the weapons they've got. And armor. And full health. Very unlikely Mouse do anything about it. And it's all Chris J in a 1v2. He's walking back over towards the Molotov, catches them off guard for a kill. Dupree has to move forward quickly, but with the UMP, it's the perfect weapon for the job. He catches him, and with the defuse kit, it's easily a 15th round for Astralis.
Pretty standard hold from Astralis, not going for as much aggression initially. It looks like now they do want a couple players to try and challenge in towards Banana, and with that, Glaive just spamming down through the smoke and the flames of the Molotov, able to get himself a quick kill in towards middle. Then we see an exchange, and unfortunately for mousesports, again, it is going in favor of Astralis. Dupree coming up through short gets one, and now it's all on Chris J. 1-on-3 to try and keep them in this map, as it looks like Astralis, they will indeed have that 16-3. Again, apologies, it missed that final kill. Was a bit more focused on the final player. Alright everyone, welcome back again. We do just hop in as the action has begun to go down over towards long here. Astralis were looking for that quick control. They didn't really use any utility though, I believe, on the initial push outwards, so they'd end up struggling with it a small bit. For the moment though, having Carrigan pinned down in that pit on low health, he is definitely in trouble. And despite having a couple players a little bit further back on long with that smoke down on the corner, they're not really able to do much about stopping the players from getting up close to him. So
he's got the kit, so at least it'll be on B if they do lose it. That really, he has to be finding 2 kills as they come through. That's not an easy task. Jump peek across. They know where he is. They're spamming away, ready to take him down. He's on 1 HP. Still hasn't found a kill. His teammates on the rotate. He's trying to delay them as much as he can, but they're already out on the bomb side, and it's now or never. He needs to land one of these shots. He can't get it done. The rotate already through from Rops, who comes in through the window. Not able to spot them, and he doesn't want to peek wide into these pistols just yet. Catches one player up behind the pillar, but not going to be able to take him down. And as the smoke fades, Woxic falls. So too does Rops. And that is going to be it for Astralis, taking the first round here on Dust 2.
And indeed, I mean, Chris J in that cubby corner is smoked off for now. Actually tries to just rattle off a shot through, and with that potentially even take a little bit of attention. I mean, Carrigan up on the bomb site right now, actually, I was gonna say in a good position, ends up getting mollied. So, I mean, so far, good job. mousesports are definitely slowing this down. Unfortunately, taking a little bit of damage in the meantime, and eventually Carrigan trying to play around that smoke will be dropped. With that now, I would imagine that they should be able to get this bomb plant pretty much uncontested, unless Chris J tries some mad jumping stuff. And I think they may just concede this round already.
That's not good.
Yeah, and they were a map ago, so it's been a while now for sure. Again, the opening kill does go in favor of Astralis. It's actually Xyp9x, who's still out on long right now. I was going to say maybe it would bring us back to him. Unfortunately, it did not. Carrigan, though, able to get that return. So, a 4-on-4. I think Astralis, though, still pretty happy with what they've been able to get. You can see that was kind of just to pull some players towards that side of the map, because right now the full focus is this B split. Fortunately for mousesports, Chris J, he actually shuts down the one player that was moving in from tunnel, so that immediately forces Astralis to reconsider what they're doing here. And it looks like they are going to try and just fall back off and actually catch that long aggression. Carrigan, once the B split, I suppose, was called in, tries to flank out. Glaive going to be able to catch one in the CT spawn. And suddenly the A bomb site is just completely fallen. A plant going to come in. mousesports again left in a very difficult retake in the 2-on-3. And unless ChrisJ can do something quickly here from short, then this one's probably over.
It looks like it might be. ChrisJ creeping forward. He's going to be spotted from the op, and that indeed seals the fate of the round. Rop's legged as he tries to get away.
For most of the challenge. And when they do, they get messed up. Oh, that was very, very unfortunate. The Vice was jumping there, ended up actually getting dinked by the auto sniper. I believe ChrisJ getting dinked down through the smoke as well. Right now, though, on long, there is again a couple of players from Mouse trying to challenge the corner, and as we see Carrigan fall, Frozen left with few options, does retreat back to the spawn.
So far, they've been able to do precious little with them, and as the smokes go down on the cross, it looks like we may be seeing a repeat of that. Going for a save this late on in the game is, I mean, incredibly unlikely. Double smokes on the cross, Molly for the site, they'll make it over. ChrisJ has to do something about this. Is a Molly going for him? Oh no, ChrisJ! He's taken down by the bullets just before. Zipnix gets a double, and Woxic now in a 1v5. AWP in his hands and a bullet in his head. 11 rounds for Astralis. I think it's worth saying, you know, this is round number 13, where the auto snipers came out. Not what you see every day. Oh, the swing from Dupree. Maybe they are getting a little bit careless. The signal of the auto snipers. As they go out there for a peek on a B and realize there's an op in play, which they should have guessed would have been saved over. Damage taken by Zipnix trying to 1v1 the pistols on long as they go to push forward again into the op. No trade possible.
Oh, the Vice, he'd been trying to play around tunnels for a while. Eventually traded out to the rifle, and as he tried to go above the smoke, it didn't work out. Zipix, though, goes up on the exact same angle and does catch 2 kills for himself. As we can see, though, the time is so low. There's already the quick flank coming in through tunnels. The Molotov actually doesn't land on window. That could have given him the chance to maybe get that bomb planted, perhaps have an opportunity to force the 1v1 against the player at the tunnels. mousesports, they do have the double op setup, plenty of utility, and if they can pull it back to 3 rounds, maybe there is some hope. But can they hold down this long control? Again, they've been having trouble here time and time again, and it doesn't seem like it's going to change right now because they are just being cleaned up. They get a couple of trades, but that's it.
As he gets naded down and killed, it doesn't matter. They've bought themselves the time to get onto the bomb site. Zipnix turns, and through the smoke, Rops goes down into the ground as ChrisJ in a 1v3 is about to be flanked out on short. Takes the fight and gets the kill. ChrisJ is looking for it, but Zipnix, he's good for 2. They thought they knew they were up against mostly pistols, and you can see they weren't stressed about the round overall. That's a fantastic pick to start this one off from Device. Another comes through as ChrisJ answers eventually. It's too little too late. Dupree's in, trading back. Woxic's on 15 HP, and mousesports again, heads in their hands, wondering what the hell they could have done better.
But I don't think normally picking those 2 means they're going to get smashed 14-1 potentially at the half. Bit of hope right there as Carrigan did get himself 1, but unfortunately goes down immediately afterwards. Fortunately, we are getting back into it now, so we will get to see if maybe mousesports can begin to build up a little bit of a comeback. Obviously, though, a little bit of a comeback wouldn't be enough. They need to just make this happen. They need to get the victory here and try and take it onto a map number 3, as it is just going to be the straight-up B rush. Right now, Magisk in the corner was blinded, but also a couple of the mousesports players, I believe, being slowed down by the flashes as well, and eventually Magisk, once he gets vision, just taps away at the heads. It's all onto Frozen and ChrisJ, and they only managed to find 1 kill before they do indeed get cleaned up, so 15-1.
And an insanely dominant 32-4 series. Now will late execute into short as well, so this is going to be a test for the A defenders.
Yeah, ChrisJ in the CT spawn is in a lot of trouble now because they did realize that he actually got down there, so just flashing in, working together. Eventually Frozen able to pull one back if he can take this player towards the long corner, who does only have an MP9 being Zipix. It could be difficult for him to hold, but that is a nicely timed nade. Able to get himself 1. Molly goes in as well to try and delay Woxic from moving forward and getting that bomb planted. So at this point, he has to just try and take this fight, and it doesn't work out. Zipix able to get himself a nice crisp burst there with the MP9 to pick up a headshot, and with that Astralis, they take the 16-1. Not quite the 16-0.